Pretending that we're satisfied where we are, pretending that everything is okay, pretending that we don't have any special goals or ambitions or desires, when really deep down inside we do really want more. Find out what it is you want and go after it as if your life depends on it. Why? Because it does. It's time for you to look within yourself and decide that I'm in charge of my destiny. I'm in charge here. But is a dream killer. That a lot of things that we want to do, a lot of places we would like to go, a lot of things we would like to experience, and we just stop at but, and we build a case. In fact, I was reading something the other day that talked about but. It says but is an argument for our limitations, and when we argue for our limitations, we get to keep them. See, but will cause you to procrastinate, but will cause you to hide out behind fear, but will cause you to come up with all type of excuses that you can validate your inaction and not acting on your dream. And right now, more than ever, people need to look for ways to live their dream. People need to look for ways to make it on their own. There is no such thing as job security. There's no such thing as a storm-proof or tragic-proof life. There are no guarantees today, ladies and gentlemen. The illusion is gone. There was a time when we graduated from high school, you were told, go to college and get out, and you go and work for a corporation for 30 or 40 years. They'll give you a gold watch and you'll retire. That day is gone. That day is gone, never to return again. So instead of people living in fear, feeling stressed out, feeling powerless, feeling like victims, I think it should be a time that we need to begin to look at ways that we can become an active force in our own lives. Look at ways when we can decide to take charge of our own destiny. Look at ways when we can decide to design a life of substance and begin to truly live our dreams. And it's time for people to decide, I'm ready to get on with my life. Now, you know, a lot of people say, I'm going to live my life one day when things get right. Well, it's hard for me. Have you been and sit in a class yet? Have you signed up yet? No, I haven't. See, a lot of people say no, ladies and gentlemen, to things, and they don't even know what they're saying no to. To build a case on why you can't move on, why you can't grow to the next level, why you can't begin to manifest your greatness, why you can't begin to live life on your terms. Always something there to block you, to keep you where you are, and keep you from beginning to develop your true greatness. Always some fear. How do we handle it? And I'm saying that if you've been hiding out behind but, if you've been using the fact that you don't have enough money or you don't have the education, take it head on. Go get the education. Why don't you decide now that you're going to expand your world, that if other people can learn, you could learn too. People tell you, oh yeah, one day I want to have a restaurant. See, they're pretending they want to go into business for themselves. They're not serious. How can you tell, Les? Watch their actions. Watch what they're doing. The proof is in the pudding. So if you want to do something, if you thought about something you want to do, take it head on. Decide that you're going to face it, that whatever shortcomings you have, that you're going to strengthen yourself there. Whatever training that's required, that you're going to go get that training. That you're going to get started right now. Do what you can, where you are with what you have, and never be satisfied.
Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year. But eventually, it will subside. And something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever. Y'all spoiled. Y'all spoiled. Some of y'all spoiled. Just bottom line. Your parents have done everything for you. You never had to do nothing for yourself. You're spoiled. We're going to keep it real tonight. Some of you are spoiled brats. Every time you ever got in trouble, somebody in your house got you out of it. Every time you've done something you're not supposed to do, people say, Eric, your mother's a tyrant. You're right. She kicked me out. You're right. She's mean, but she developed a man because she put me out there and said, you're going to have to grow up. And some of you have never learned to grow up. And so every time something get hard, you quit, you call mama. I dare you to take a little pain. I dare you. I dare you not to go home. Somebody said, I gotta go home, I feel bad. Go through it. You ain't gonna die. At the end of pain is success. You're not gonna die because you're feeling a little pain. I'm not eating like I eat at home. That's why you're about to go to the next level, because if you keep eating like you ate at home, you will keep being a boy or a girl. It's time to become man, woman.
Here's what I want you to repeat out to me, please, with power and conviction. Say, it's possible. That's all I want you to do when you look at your dream. Just say to yourself every day, it's possible. Just say that every day to yourself, it's possible. Because what does that do? See, it begins to change your belief system.
I look at the world.
See, the way in which we operate, ladies and gentlemen, is a manifestation of what we believe, what's possible for us. Whatever you've done up to this point, all that it really is a duplication, it's a reproduction of what you believe subconsciously that you deserve and what's possible for your life. Most people operate out of their personal history, out of their memory, things they've done, things they've experienced, things they've seen, things that they have observed. What I'm suggesting that you operate out of a larger vision of yourself. I want you to see yourself doing what you want to do, experiencing what you want to experience, having what you want to have, doing what it is that gives your life some meaning and value.
But I'm exactly where I wanted to be because I realized I gotta commit my very being to this thing. I gotta breathe it, I gotta eat it, I gotta sleep it. And until you get there, you'll never be successful in life. But once you get there, I guarantee you, the world is yours. So work hard and you can have whatever it is you want.
I took him golf recently. I thought, I'd never play this game. Old man's game, never do it. But my kids play, so I want to play with them. So I go out, and I do really well. I go out on this one day, and I out-power by my instructor. I'm feeling really proud. The next day, I'm not feeling so proud. I keep putting the ball in the water again. I'm so frustrated. Put down another one. Put down another one. I don't care. I don't care what my score is. Let's do it. And finally, I was getting frustrated. He's going things like, ain't it a bitch? This is golf. And I'm going, bull. I said, you're a terrible instructor. I said, because I should at least be consistent at whatever shitty level I can achieve. I said, I know I'm not Tiger Woods, but I should be able to be consistent, and you're just telling me it's difficult. Telling me it's difficult is not helping. Tell me what to do. He said, well, actually, you're only a little bit off. I said, could have fooled me. He said, no, you're about a millimeter or two off. I said, you're joking. He said, no, watch this. He said, I didn't teach you this yet. He said, when you approach the ball like this, he said, if you change the angle that you're attacking this just 1 or 2 millimeters, in the very beginning, do you see how that changes the arc? This one, instead of being on the green, by 1 millimeter, now you're in the water. 1 millimeter over here, you're in the sand. And he said, and also you're hitting the ground by 1 millimeter sometimes. You're not stroking it, just 1 millimeter. I thought, what a great belief system that when all hell's breaking loose and nothing's working, that you're only 1 millimeter off. Because most people think it's impossible, so they give up. Isn't that true? And in real life, it's true. So 2 days later, I'm going to see one of my clients. I do a lot of coaching, and I have a man who's the top plastic surgeon in the world. He's going through some tough times in aspects of his life. But this is a guy that gets paid by Sultan of Brunei $1 million to fly over and do 3 people's faces. He is the #1 plastic surgeon in the world. He can make anyone who's ugly look spectacularly beautiful. He showed me pictures of a woman who's 84 years old. He made her look 40 and gorgeous, no exaggeration. But you know what? I'm waiting for him in his office, and he's still in surgery. So he's got a new book he's creating to teach other surgeons around the world. And I'm going through, and it's got pictures of, the top 100 supposedly most beautiful women in the world's faces. And then men. I wasn't paying attention to that one. I just kept turning the pages, right? But I noticed something. He's got all these measurements. And he has mathematically calculated what it takes to make someone look gorgeous, man or woman. And it's a few millimeters. Interesting. For example, on a woman, the distance between the top part of your lip and your nose, this little distance, the measurement of that, if you're beautiful, gorgeous, is the same size as your eye. If it's 1 millimeter more, you have an average face. If it's 2 millimeters more, you are butt ugly. Okay. The difference between butt ugly and gorgeous is 2 millimeters. He's got about a dozen of these little 1 or 2 millimeter changes he makes, and it's a different person. It is unbelievable. So a very powerful belief to leave today with would be, nothing's working, I'm 1 millimeter away. What little thing got to change? And when I do, it changes everything. Because I'm heading this direction, I make this little shift. You take that out an hour from now, a day from now, a week from now, a month from now, you have a totally different destination from that direction.
Sometimes it ain't about being the most talented. Sometimes it ain't about, listen to me, sometimes it ain't about being the smartest. Sometimes it's not even about working the hardest. Sometimes it's about consistency. Consistency, just keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it and never stop and never give up and never quit and keep doing it and day after day, play after play, second after second, minute by minute. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Are you hearing me? So, 3 things, guys, because I got to keep it 100. I'm going to tell you why it took me so long to get to where I am. I know now why it took me so long, and I don't want it to happen to you, all right? So let me tell you why it took me so long. 3 things, baby. When I first started, you got to hear me, I was interested. I was interested in motivational speaking. I was interested in consulting work. Oh, you not hearing me? I was interested. It was something that I wanted to do. I had an appetite for it. When I would see motivational speakers, I was like, that should be me. You know that feeling I'm talking about? When I heard people going into schools, I was like, that should be me. When I saw authors, I was like, that should be me. Like, for real, I should write a book. It took me 10 years to get my book done. But every time I would go in a bookstore, I'm like, that should be me. I'm walking in the airport, seeing books like, that should be my book. You're not hearing what I'm saying. But the problem was, I was interested. I had an appetite for it. I liked it a lot. But I didn't move on it. You better hear what I'm telling you. And many of you will never be successful. You'll never have it. You'll never do it. You'll never be it because you're just interested in it. That's all you are. You just like it. You got an appetite for it, right? But number 2, baby, number 2, I realized, and I told y'all this before, you got to get up, get out, and go get something. And I went to stage 2, and when I got to stage 2, I was still tripping like, why am I not getting the big gigs like I'm getting now? Why am I not getting the big opportunities like I am now? I used to always wonder, why am I just speaking here? Why is this the only place they're calling me? Or why am I only getting this opportunity? And what I realized was I moved from interest to commitment. I was committed. I went from just dreaming about it and wanting it. I went to like actually reading books, going to the library, doing my thing. Are you hearing me? I made a commitment. I got serious, all right? I started going to conferences, right? I started going to the right places, doing the right thing. I started practicing a little bit. Are you hearing me? I started writing my ideas down. Are you hearing what I'm saying? And things start happening for your boy, just like it's happening for you, but it ain't happening fast enough. It's not happening in the volume that you wanted. Are you hearing what I'm saying? It's happening for you, but it ain't Detroit Pistons happening. It ain't NBA happening. It ain't NFL happening. It ain't corporate America happening. Right? It ain't, you're not traveling across the country. You ain't got the passport ministry going right now. That's the same thing that happened to me. I was committed. And what I realized is that you reap what you sow, right? You get what you give. And I was giving, but even in my commitment, I was probably only giving about 80%, 85%. And I wanted what the people who give 120 wanted. I wanted it, and I didn't realize, as I told y'all before, I didn't realize that I had to go from interest, you know, having a passion, the appetite, to commitment, like really working on this thing, right, to full commitment. I had to go to sweat, blood, and tears. I had to start waking up at 4 o'clock, at 3 o'clock, at 2 o'clock. Somebody say, E.T., why you get up so early? I get up so early because I want it bad. I could taste it. Are you hearing me? Sometimes I don't want to go to bed at night because I'm not into dreaming. I want to stay up and make it become a reality. And so I noticed that I started doing the NFL. I started doing the NBA. I started traveling across the country. When I got fully committed. When I got 120% committed. When I got no video game committed. No movies committed. Are you not hearing what I'm saying? Not eating committed. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing what I'm telling you? When I got to reading from beginning to end committed. When I started watching film committed. When I started getting mentors and started getting feedback committed. When I started putting money in it committed. When I started investing my time committed. You better hear what I'm telling you. You trying to get to the next level and you just interested. You kidding yourself. Forget about it. You just committed. Forget about it. If you want to get to the next level, if you want to eat it, if you want to dream it, if you want to live it, if you want to swim in it, if you want to wear it, if you want to be it, if you want to accomplish it, if you want to do it. Stop talking about it and give me full commitment, 120%. It's your boy E.T. I got to get out. I'm so pumped up right now. I'm so fired up, baby. Let's move, let's move, let's move. I leave you, let's move. Let's move from being interested to committed. And let's go to fully committed. I promise you, it ain't nothing you can't have. It ain't nothing you can do. It's your boy E.T. Saying if you ain't getting 120%, man, you're fooling yourself, you're kidding yourself. You're playing with it. You'll never be a champion. You'll never get the trophy. You'll never win a championship. You'll never get it. You'll never get that promotion. You'll never own that company. You're kidding yourself. Stop telling yourself that you're going to get it if you're not willing to sweat, blood, and tears. Remember, without struggle, baby, there is no progress. Without struggle, there is no progress. But if you're willing to earn it, because they don't listen to me, because they don't give it here. They don't give it out here. You got to earn it. If you're willing to earn it, you can have it. Once again, it's your boy E.T. saying, thank God it's Monday.
Listen to me. Yup, you showed up to the test. That's right. You showed up to the bar exam. Absolutely. You showed up to the job interview. Yup, you got married. Yup, you made some decisions this year, for real, you never made before. But what you're doing wrong, I'm sorry. I should have poured into you. I should have told you first before I told you to make a decision. Listen to me. You got to hear what I'm telling you. Get this one in your spirit. You did it. You showed up. You put in 120, but you didn't expect it. All right, I'm going to say it again in case you missed me. You didn't expect it. Like, you took the test, but you didn't expect to win. You sat down. You studied. You did study. You did go. You got with the tutor. You did, 100%. You did. You stayed up long hours. You did. You sacrificed some stuff. You did. Absolutely. And I'm proud of you. But what you're doing wrong, listen to me, is you didn't expect to pass. You went to the job interview. You suited up. You did everything you were supposed to do. I'm proud of you. But what you're not doing, what the part you're not getting, the part that I didn't tell you was when you show up to the job interview, you got to expect to get the job. And that's the part. You're not expecting it. Now, you got to do me a huge favor. You got to expect it. You got to expect, when you get there, you got to walk in. You got to walk in it. You got to walk to the job interview like you know you got it. You got to sit out and take that test like you got to take the test like you know you're about to lick it. You got to hear what I'm telling you. There are those of you, you're not expecting it, like you're doing all the external stuff. You're doing it right. But in your spirit, in your mind, you lack confidence because you don't expect it and they see it on you. And so I need you to do me a huge favor. I need you to expect it. You're going to pass this thing. You're going to get number one. Listen to me. When I wrote the book, I expected it to sell. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? I expected the book to sell. I expected the audio book to go number one. I expected it because I know that's my gift. I know it. So, all right, I want to talk to you real quick because some of you, you've been hurt. Listen to me. You've been hurt. Your whole life, you've been hearing people tell you what you can't do. And you got to do me a huge favor. You have to stop accepting the reality of other people. And you got to accept your own reality. Are you hearing me? I love my mother. I love my family, man, to life. I love my professors. I'm grateful for what they've done for me. They've helped me to get from one place academically to the next. But let me tell you something. As much as I love my mother, as much as I love my family, as much as I love my wife, I do not accept anybody's reality for Eric Thomas but Eric Thomas. Are you hearing me? I walk in my reality. I don't walk into other people's limitation because you can't do it, because you can't see it. Are you hearing me? It doesn't mean it can't happen. Are you hearing me? I expect it. When I turn on the camera, I expect to change your life. I expect to take you from one level to the next. When I get to the Yankees, when I talk, I don't care who NFL, when I get there, I expect to be phenomenal. I don't expect anything else but phenomenal. Failure is not an option. And your problem is you are living other people's reality. So what your mama told you can't do it. So what your daddy told you can't do it. So what your teacher told you don't have what it takes. You don't walk in their reality. You don't live in their reality. Learn to live in your own world, in your own reality. So you got to do me a favor. Number one, I told you to expect it. That's right. You walk with a certain confidence, not cockiness, not arrogance.
You walk with a certain confidence when you know you expect to get all A's. You expect to be rich. You're not hearing what I'm saying. You expect to be healthy. I don't care what the doctor said. You expect it, and when you expect it, that's what happens.
Look, I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped. Listen to me. I've been reading your posts. Some of y'all, you like, E.T., I'm frustrated. E.T., I can't fail another test, E. I can't take another loss. Listen to me. Some of you, I've been reading it. You tired. I feel you. You tired. Some of you scared. Look, some of you hurt. Listen to me very closely. I need you to do me a favor. Listen to me. Don't worry about what's going to happen the rest of this year. Like, don't even give me the rest of this month. Like, flat out. I'm not interested until tomorrow. Like, today, do me a huge favor. Can you just survive today? All right, I want you to say this with me. Because I'm going to give you what help your boy out, all right? So I need you to say this with me. And that is to me, I can, I will, yep, I must. All right, look, for us, it's a different TGIM. I just need you to do me a huge favor. Come on, work with me. I can, I will, I must. Are you hearing what I'm telling you? Now, I'm not an English teacher, so I'm not asking you to say this just to be said. Like, I want you to speak life into that thing, whatever it is, whatever was frustrating you, like for real, you feel like, E, I can't fail another test. Like, I can't go through another day like this. Like, E, I can't handle it. I can't take it. Listen to me very closely. Say it with me and breathe life into whatever that thing is. We're going to speak life into death right now. Whatever your circumstances are, say with me, I can. Yup, I need you to feel it. I can. I remember when I was homeless, I was like, I can get through this. Listen to me. I will get through this. Woo! I must get through this. Look, I need you to look at that sickness that's going on in your life right now, whatever it is. I want you to say, I can beat it. Yup. I can beat it. I will beat it. I must. I got kids to live for. I got a family to live for. I ain't through yet. My life ain't over yet. Listen to me. I need you to, that test you failed the third time, I need you to look at that test and speak life into it. I went from being homeless to where I am right now, and the first thing I did was, and you better hear me closely, the first thing I did was I said, I can get through this. I can get through this. And y'all got to do me a huge favor. You just got to have that mindset that no matter what you're going through, no matter what challenges you're facing right now, you got to have that mindset that I can get through this thing. I can make it through it. And I made it through. Listen to me. I outlast. Some things you just got to outlast. Every sleepless night, listen to me, every cold night, the winter Detroit, and the abandoned buildings and cars, sleeping in, and listen to me, I was sleeping all over. I outlasted it. There's some things in life you don't need no degree for. You don't need no money for it. Listen to me, you don't need no support for it. There's some things in life you just gonna get through when you tell yourself, I'm gonna get through this. This is the TGI where I tell you, you can get through it. And then second, you just gotta outlast some stuff. That's for real. That's some, I done had haters. I done had all kinds of stuff. And I just made up in my mind, look, I might not have been stronger. Listen to me, I might not have been smarter. I might not have been brighter, but I made up in my mind, I'm gonna get through this. So we're gonna put an image up, and I need you to see this image, right? And when you look at this image, what I want you to see is this is classic of my man. Look at him. He got the two. He hitting. He probably got 998 hits. He got one more. He just got 1 or 2 more hits, and all them diamonds gonna come out. And you know why he'll never see diamonds? Look, 998 hits. He had 2 or 3 left, and he would have cracked that thing. But you know why he never succeeded, and why most of you never succeeded? Because you keep giving up. Listen to me, he gave up. If you was gonna give up, you should have gave up last year. If you was gonna give up, you should have gave up 2 years ago. You should have gave up $2,000 ago. You should have, listen to me, you should have quit a long time ago. You done already put in 998 hits. Get some out of it. You finished school. You gonna quit now? You finished school and now it's hard because you can't find that job? You should have quit your first class. You mean to tell me you went through 4 years, 5 years of school, and now you quit? Now you give up? So I want you to look at this image for me. I'm gonna tell you something. This guy right here would have been successful had he never given up. And I'm telling you, some things in life is not about what you think it is. It's just about making up your mind that you are not gonna give up. You're not gonna quit. And so your boy went from being homeless to where I am now. And I failed classes, guys. Listen to me. Just because you failed don't make you a failure. And just because you lost don't make you a loser. And what I did that most people are not willing to do is I just never gave up. Consistent. I just never quit. All right, so we gonna get out here. I gotta go. I gotta let you go. But you gotta say it with me again. You gotta let me say, woo! I can, I will, I must. Are you hearing me? I can,
I will, I must. I leave you with this. I'm not telling you it's going to be easy. I'm not saying that, but it's real simple. E.T., what do you mean? You can get through anything. Listen to me. You can make it through anything if you just say these words. So cut this thing off. I just want you to play your favorite song. Look. I want you to look in the mirror and I want you to tell yourself, I am a survivor. Listen to me, and you can get through this. You just got to work a little harder, right? You just got to press a little deeper. Listen to me. I don't know what you got to do, but I'm telling you, just don't give up and don't give in, and there's absolutely nothing you can't do. So if it was easy, everybody would do it. Hey, but I know something about you. If you're watching me, I know something about you. I know something about you. I know you're not a quitter. I know you're a survivor. I know you're a survivor. If you're watching me right now, I know something about you. You are a survivor. So I want you to get off this. I want you to cut it off. I want you to go in the mirror, and I want you to make the rest of your life the best of your life. I can, I will, I must. I can, I will, I must. I can, I will, I must. It's your boy E.T.